Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
And we've got Eddie Alber from First Republic Mortgage Bankers in studio with us. Now, Eddie is a veteran loan officer. Actually, he needs no introduction to the Winners Circle family or the Link Up Media family. Eddie, a veteran loan officer at First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Matter of fact, Eddie, I believe you've been there from the very beginning.
Absolutely, Conroy. This is about my 14th year with First Republic, and it's been a real enjoyable ride.
Yeah. Obviously, if you're gonna do something for 14 years, you mentioned an enjoyable ride. That's obvious. You must love what you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What do you find most gratifying about working at First Republic?
You know, we started. Scott started the company about 14 years ago. There was 4 employees, but it was such a super feeling working for the company. I knew that this thing was going to grow. I didn't know it was going to grow to the extent that we've grown to 100 employees, but it's been real enjoyable because of the growth that the company has shown.
Yeah.
And I only think that comes from people referring other people to come to and use our services, because people have a lot of trust and faith in First Republic. We're not one of those brokers that have been there and gone.
Yeah.
We've been there from the start. We're still doing the same thing, only we're growing and we're getting more options, more programs, and we're getting better and better as each year goes on.
Right. And the good thing about the company, Eddie, is that you're basically structured to do well, not only in good times, but in bad times as well. If you know what you're doing and you've got a business model that's going to help people through rough and good times, then what we're talking about here is a company that's going to be around, and you have been around.
I think that's what the employees of First Republic, they really truly love to do what they're doing, and I think it shows by their work ethic, and I really mean that sincerely. I worked for the Board of Education for several years. I was an NYPD police officer for 20 years.
Yeah.
I've been around the block, and I've been different career choices, but this is truly the most rewarding thing, because you can actually help somebody and see that you actually change their lives, because let's face it, other than health and happiness, financial freedom or security has to be right up there. Because if you're stressed out, especially this time of the year with credit card bills and debts,
you talk about health and happiness, but health and happiness is tied into financial health. Because if you're stressed because your finances are not right, then chances are you're a prime candidate to develop things like diabetes and high blood pressure and things like that.
Absolutely.
Stress brings that kind of thing on.
Absolutely.
Eddie Alber, folks, if you're just tuning in at 31 minutes after 11 o'clock, we're talking to Eddie from First Republic Mortgage Bankers here inside of Winners Circle Radio. And Eddie, you've helped, thousands of people during the time that you've been at First Republic Mortgage Bankers. The home financing situation, people need answers. People have more questions than answers invariably. Refinancing, purchasing a home, things like that. How do you approach, and what's your approach to actually selling an individual? I don't know if that's the right word. Selling an individual or making an individual feel as comfortable as possible when you're dealing with them.
Conroy, I don't know if it's selling any individual program or product. I highly recommend that listeners out there that listen to you guys every day, that they get a financial tune-up. And I like the beginning of the year. You get your car tuned up. You go to your doctor for a health tune-up.
Yeah.
You know what? People have their homes for several years right now. They need a financial tune-up once in a while. And what better way is it to call First Republic and say, listen, I've got some credit card bills. I've got student loans, installment debt, credit card bills, and I'm opening them up and I'm paying 18, 20, 28, 30% on these cards.
Yeah.
And I'm deep right now. I'm really feeling stressed. I want to try to help myself and my family. You know, we pride ourselves on First Republic by having more options. I mean, if you have a mortgage situation and we can't help you at First Republic, I wouldn't even know who to tell you to go see, because most of the people that call up First Republic, if we can't help them, we tell them. We don't play any games there. It's not a sell. If we can help you, we help you. If I can't help a client, Conroy, when they come in and they sit down and they lay out all their cards on the table and they say, this is where I'm at in my life right now. Can you help me?
Yeah.
And most of the time we can. Not every time. I can't say that we can help every listener out there.
No.
It's not a program for everybody.
Certainly not. I mean, there's some people, who are just too far gone, or for whatever reason you can't help. But here's a hypothetical situation, Eddie. A person has owned their home for, say, 15 years. They've obviously acquired, a certain amount of equity in the home. They've got credit card debt of, say, let's say $15,000 to $18,000. They've got a job. But credit is not really that good. As a matter of fact, the credit score could be in the high 4s or even the low 5s, but credit definitely is not a strong suit of theirs. That person comes in, says, I've got $18,000 in credit card debt. I've owned my home for a while. I've got $150,000, maybe $200,000 in equity in the home. Can you help a person like that?
Yeah, that's a great situation, Conroy, that you just brought up. That's a situation that we pride ourselves, and we are able to help those people out there. Scott would say that's the silent majority out there, the people that have their home for more than 5 years, in this case 15 years, and they have some credit card debt, and their credit isn't so good. People, if you have your home for any length of time, you probably have some equity in there. And I call it negative debt on those credit cards because, for one, they're usually 20 to 30% interest rates, and you don't get a write-off, unlike your mortgage debt, which I consider a positive debt, because mortgage debt, we have a program at 5.5% right now. That's if you have 485, 25. We're not worried about credit. We're not looking at that. The federal government, we're a direct lender for the federal government. We don't look at specific credit scores to approve or disapprove loans. I've approved hundreds of people with 500 credit score and gotten them great rates. So
I mean, the truth of the matter, Eddie, is that people get into credit problems over time. That doesn't mean they're bad people. There are other factors that you have to look at to see the whole picture.
Absolutely.
Of a person. So I think that's really one of the benefits of doing business with First Republic Mortgage Bankers, is that you're not dependent on a good credit score to get the kind of loan or the kind of service that you need to really to improve your financial situation. Eddie Alber from First Republic Mortgage Bankers, folks. You can get Eddie at 718-380-0006. What's that extension, Eddie?
Well, you can even call me at the studio right now. I'm going to be taking phone calls, and that's 718-325-5555. I'm going to be here for the next couple of hours, and if you have any mortgage concerns whatsoever and you want to specifically speak and reach out to me, I will go through your programs, through all the options that are available, and let's see how much we can save you each and every month and start you off on good footing the first of the year.
Well, this is it. People are making resolutions. One resolution that most people are going to be making is to improve their financial situation, improving their finances. And Eddie Alber is here to get you off to a good start. First of the year is just about 7 days away.
Around the corner.
Right. So start thinking about it, folks. Give Eddie a call here at the studio, the Link Up Media Studios, or at First Republic Mortgage Bankers. But he is going to be here for a while. All right. Eddie Alber, always good chatting to you. Do you have any special messages that you'd like to send out to your family and friends over?
I hope that all the listeners out there have a very healthy, happy, and safe holiday, and I look forward to working with the Link Up family the first of the year, and it's been a truly great ride for me personally. Like I said, I've seen the start of First Republic, and we've got a lot of room to grow, and it's all positive.
Absolutely. First Republic Mortgage Bankers, folks, and we're here every morning, 11 o'clock till 12 noon for them. Eddie Albert, First Republic, will be talking to you later, Eddie.
Thanks, Conrad.
All righty.